Good evening, Rahul. You've asked very probing questions, and thank you for that very important primer that really sets the the whole debate and puts it in a perspective. Look, as far as today's violence is concerned, I totally condemn this violence. Not only what was hugely perpetrated on the BJP workers and also the ex-MP Swapan Das Gupta, but also what a few BJP workers perpetrated. So may I please disagree with Shehzad when he says that today's protest was totally peaceful. They weren't. Times Now, in fact, as we speak, is showing video of BJP workers setting police vans alight and also perpetrating hooliganism and vandalism, and it is totally unacceptable. But as to the other questions that you asked, please allow me a couple of minutes because I need to explain this, give the larger perspective, because this also has to be said, that violence in Bengal has been given a free run, both by the government there and I'm afraid much of the media. Rahul, the signs were all there, and they go as far back as 2018 during the Bengal Panchayat elections. 20,076 seats in the Panchayat polls went uncontested. That's 34% of total seats. And as far as political violence is concerned, Trinamool makes even the communists appear novices. And knowing the communists, that takes some doing. Fast forward now to 2022. And the recent severe indictment of the West Bengal government by the Calcutta High Court should have shamed the TMC and its Albert Spears, but nothing happened. The fact that the court noted the police had not registered FIR in 60% of the cases was troubling beyond measure. In para after para, the court blasted the Bengal government. The court can no longer be a mute spectator, it said. Remember, blood-curdling affidavits by the victims of Bengal violence were ignored by those who claim they speak truth to power. Media was scared, judges were recusing, and those human rights activists and the Roys and the Seetalwans, they wake up only when victims are not Hindu women. The journalists and the activists keep saying, we speak truth to power, we speak truth to power. But in reality, these cowards, they speak truth only to Modi. Not when those in power are Vijayan or Mamata. They dismiss the gut-wrenching violence and mass exodus and retribution as orchestrated by the fascist BJP. But multiple instances of violent attacks and murder were also reported by the Congress and the CPIM. So the BJP was colluding with the Congress and the communists now. Sitaram Yechury is a Sanghi. That's why I call them children of Goebbels. Because it was Goebbels who said, the first rule of propaganda is to accuse the other of what you are guilty of. They whitewash their own crimes with the help of their media stooges. They whitewash religious fundamentalism and fanaticism if the religion is not Hinduism. They whitewash application of draconian laws when it suits them, as you gave the examples of sedition. They peddle fraudulent reports that claim India is no longer a democracy. Rahul, just 20 seconds. The fact is that they ignore evidence of rape, torture, exodus, communalism, bigotry and intolerance if it happens in a non-BJP state, and especially Bengal. Rahul, let Bengal's government's atrocities not be airbrushed today or whatabouteried today by the unacceptable and criminal behavior today by a few BJP activists.
Well, let me tell you, viewers, there is a pattern to this. Dr. Ranganathan says that speaking truth to power is discouraged in the state. And he is pointing out visuals now of Swapan Das Gupta.
I want to ask Dr. Sen, the good Dr. Sen, is this gentleman, Dr. Sen, a hooligan or a vandal? Please answer, sir.
Entire country has witnessed what BJP has done. What type of rowdyism?
Please answer, Dr.
How many
Sen,
rioters were there in this rally? What type of hooliganism they have done? Entire country has witnessed today.
And your professionalism. Please answer this question. Is this injured Dr. Swapan Das Gupta a hooligan or a vandal? Please answer. Ask your conscience.